for your company and what you're doing personally, so that they have an understanding what they're about to encounter if they do the things that are being asked. Go ahead.
Absolutely. So just to let you guys know, you guys are getting a first-class education with Paul, and I am not hyping this up by the least. The knowledge that he brings to the table, the experience that he brings to the table, is far beyond what you would find in the universities and what you would find in reading books, watching videos. You're not going to learn this stuff by anywhere. And believe me, before I talked to Paul, I studied sales. I studied my ass off when it comes to learning sales. This guy came in and humbled me. And again, I'm not overhyping the stuff that he brings to the table. It's been a first-class education. So here's the thing, guys. You guys have the stuff, when he's talking, he motivates you, right? And that's great. But you got to make sure you guys put in the work, take notes, whatever you guys have to do, record what he says, and then apply it. And this is what's going to make the difference. He can talk all day long about sales, but you guys have to put in the work. And that's where it's really going to pay off. What he brings to the table, what he's teaching you guys, make sure you apply it every day, because that's going to take you to a completely different level. With what we've been able to do with Paul here in 1 month, I mean, we are already seeing it, and we haven't even touched, the surface. We haven't even scratched the surface, and we're already seeing results far beyond what we would have been able to accomplish, in my humble opinion, by ourselves. And again, so that's really what you guys are going to get. Take notes, really listen to what this man is saying, and at the end of the day, apply it. And it's not easy work. And he can go as deep as he wants to. There's levels to this guy. It goes deep. But make sure you apply it every single day. It's great again to have the motivation, but the application is where it's going to pay off. And I think you guys may already be seeing that, but the more you apply it for yourselves, you're going to see that more and more, and you guys are going to be playing a completely different role game.
I really appreciate that. That means a lot to me. This is why I do what I do. But one more thing before we go. Is there any difference between, is there more work speaking with a guy that runs $1 billion company than someone who runs a mom and pop shop?
Absolutely not. The conversation is exactly the same. Sure, there's nuance to who you're talking to, but the conversation goes exactly the same way. And we just experienced that. We've seen it several times already, and we saw another perfect example today on how the conversation goes. The process is exactly the same.
Right. And we were able to take a bank that we solidify at $6,000, and we're raising it probably to $13,000 at the end of the day, and then we're going into a closing Monday over the phone, and then we're actually going to do the walkthrough, right, on Tuesday.
Yeah, absolutely. And like you say all the time, the only difference between 100 and a million is just zeros. The conversation is the same. This is where I say you guys have to put in the work, because there is a process to it. You guys do have to build skill set. There is skill behind it. It's not just taking notes and then, okay, I'm going to go apply this. There's work involved, and that's why you role play. That's why you put it into practice, because you do have to build that skill set. But with the knowledge that he's bringing to the table and your application, like I said, you're going to see results immediately, and the more you do it, again, it's going to put you at a completely different level than everybody else.
I appreciate that as well. One last thing is, how did I meet you? I met you probably a month and a half ago, but how did we meet?
Cold calling.
Wow.
Cold calling. And then we had a long conversation, that cold call, and I went to talk to Paul at the office, and I knew this guy was a real deal the moment I sat down and talked to him. And from there on, I need to get this guy into my company.
He's slick. The credit card, they give you all the good stuff in big print, and they take it away in little print. He goes, oh, did you know you signed a 5-year contract with my company? I said, I did.
He didn't know, and I told him today, because you mentioned something along the lines like, well, you guys are going to be good without me. And I told him, no, remember, you signed a 5-year contract with us.
I'm like, how did that happen? Was I drinking that night? No. But listen, I won't take more of your time. I appreciate it. I mean, that means a lot to me. This is why I do what I do, but I wanted them to hear somebody else's voice that's actually benefiting from the work that we're doing together, and that's what they needed to hear, at least in my perspective.
Thank you.
Right.
And
Yes.
again, that's, everything I just said, guys, that's 100%. There's no hype to that.
This is not rehearsed either, guys, so
That's the
this,
truth. That's a God honest truth.
okay. Well, listen, I appreciate it, and I may come there tomorrow in the afternoon to wrap up the